for you will get no Lycians to fight for you, seeing that what thanks that they have had for their incessant hardships. Are you likely, sir, to do anything to help a man of less note after leaving Sarpedon, who was at once your guest and comrade in arms to be the spoil and prey of the Danaans? So long as he lives, he did good service both to your city and yourself. Yet you had no stomach to save his body from the dogs. If the Lycians will listen to me, they will go home and leave Troy to its fate. If the Trojans had any of that daring, fearless spirit which lays hold of men who are fighting for their country and harassing those who would attack it, we should soon bear off Patroclus into Ilium. Could we get this dead man away and bring him into the city of Priam, the Argives would readily give up the armor to Sarpedon, and we should give his body to boot. For he whose squire has been now killed is the foremost man at the ships of the Phrygians, he and his close fighting followers. Nevertheless, you dare not make a stand against Ajax, nor face him eye to eye, but battle all round you, for he is a braver man than you are. Hector scowled at him and answered, Glaucus, you should know better. I have held you so far as a man of many more understanding than any in all Lycia, and now I despise you for saying that I am afraid of Ajax. I fear nothing battle nor the din of chariots, but Zeus's will is stronger than ours. Zeus at one time makes an even strong man draw back and snatch his victory from his grasp, while at another he will set him on to fight. Come hither then, my friend, stand by me, and see indeed whether I shall play the coward the whole day through as you say, or whether I shall not stay some even of the boldest Danaans from fighting round the body of Patroclus. As he spoke, he called loudly on the Trojans, saying, Trojans, Lycians, and Dardanian fighters, in close combat be men my friends and fight with might and main, while I put on the goodly armor of Achilles, which I took when I killed Patroclus. With this Hector left the fight and ran full speed after his men, who were taking the armor of Achilles to Troy, that had not yet got far. Standing for a while apart from the woeful fight, he changed his armor, his own he sent to the strong city of Ilium, and to the Trojans. Now he put on the immortal armor of the son of Peleus, which the gods had given to Peleus, who in his age gave it to his son, but the son did not grow old in his father's armor. When Zeus, lord of the storm cloud, saw Hector standing aloof, arming himself in the armor of the son of Peleus, he wagged his head and muttered to himself, saying, Alas, poor wretch, you are in the armor of a hero, before whom many another trembles, and you reckon nothing of doom that is already close upon you. You have killed his comrade so brave and strong that it was not well that you should strip the armor from his head and shoulders. I do indeed value with great might now, but as against this you shall not return from battle to lay the armor of the son of Peleus before Andromache. The son of Cronus bowed his portentous brows, and Hector fitted the armor to his body, while terrible Ares entered into him, and filled his whole body with might and valor. With a shout he strode in among the allies, and his armor flashed about him, so that he seemed to all of them like the great son of Peleus himself, who went about among them and cheered them on, Mesthalus, Gallicus, Medon, Thersippus, Acerpaeus, Iasenor, and Hippothus, Phoricus, Turnus, and Enomus, the Augur. And all these did he exhort, saying, Hear me, allies from the other cities who are here in your thousands. Was not in order to have a crowd about me that I called you hither, each from his several city, but that with his heart and soul you might defend the wise and little ones of the Trojans from fierce Phrygians. For this I do, oppress my people with your food and presents that make you rich. Therefore turn and charge at the foe to stand or fall, as is the game of war. Whoever shall bring Patroclus dead, though he be, into the hands of the Trojans, and shall make Ajax give way before him, I will give him one half of the spoils, while I keep the other. He will thus share like honor with myself. When he had thus spoken, they charged full weight upon the Danaans, with their spears held out before them, and the hopes of each ran high, that he should force Ajax, son of Telamon, to yield up the body, fools that they were, for he was about to take the lives of many. Then Ajax said to Menelaus, My good friend Menelaus, you and I shall hardly come out of this fight alive. I am less concerned for the body of Patroclus, who will shortly become meat for the dogs and vultures of Troy, than for the safety of my own head and yours. Hector has wrapped us round in a storm of battle from every quarter, and our destruction seems now certain. Call them upon the princes of the Danaans, if there is any who can hear us. Menelaus did as he said, and shouted to the Danaans for help at the top of his voice. My friends, he cried, princes and counselors of the Argives, all of you who with Agamemnon and Menelaus drink at the public cost, and give orders each to his own people, as Zeus vouchsafes to him power and glory. The fight is so thick about me that I cannot distinguish you severally. Come on, therefore, every man unbidden, and think it shame that Patroclus should become a meat and morsel for Trojan hounds. Fleet Ajax, son of Oileus, heard him and was the first to force his way through the fight and run to help him. Next came Idomeneus and Meriones, his esquire, peer of murderous Ares. As for the others, they came into the fight after these, who of his own self could name them. The Trojans, with Hector, had their head charged in the body, as a great wave that comes thundering at the mouth of some heaven-born river. The rocks that jut into the sea ring with the roar of the breakers that beat and buffeted them. Even with such a roar did the Trojans come on, but the Phrygians, in sinlessness of heart, stood firm about the son of Meniotis, and fenced him with their bronze shields. Zeus, moreover, hid the brightness of their helmets in a thick cloud, for he had borne no grudge against the son of Meniotis, while he was still alive, and squire to the descendant of Phoebus. Therefore he was loath to let him fall a prey to the dogs of his foes, the Trojans, and urged his comrades on to defend him. At first the Trojans drove the Phrygians back, but they withdrew from the dead man daunted. The Trojans did not succeed in killing anyone, nevertheless they threw the body away, but the Phrygians did not lose it long, for Ajax, foremost of all the Danaans after the son of Peleus alike in stature and prowess, quickly rallied them and made towards the front like a wild boar upon the mountains when he stands at bay in the forest glades and routs the hands and lusty youths that had attacked him. Even so did Ajax, son of Telamon, passing easily among the phalanxes of the Trojans, disperse those who had bestridden Patroclus and were most bent on winning glory by dragging him off to their city. At this moment, Hippothus, brave son of the Pelagian Lethus, in the zeal for Hector, and the Trojans were dragging the body off by the foot through the press of the fight, having bound the strap round the sinews near the ankle, but a mischief soon befell him, from which none of those could save him who would have gladly done so, for the son of Telamon sprang forward and smote him on his bronze-cheeked helmet. The plumed headpiece broke about the point of the weapon, struck at once by the spear and by the strong hand of Ajax, so that the bloody brain came oozing out through the crest socket. His strength then failed him, and he let Patroclus' foot drop from his hand as he fell full and dead upon the body. Thus he died far from the fertile land of Larissa, and never repaid his parents the cost of bringing him up, for his life was cut short early by the spear of mighty Ajax. Hector then took aim at Ajax, who was feared, but he saw it coming and just managed to avoid it. The spear passed on and struck Sangius, son of noble Iphitus, captain of the Phocians.